legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskers will put total effort to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got his man down for you. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That quarterback put the space in the fan. I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Davis will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pulls it in. It's Flores. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Bruins are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Davis looking to pass. Fires it incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down, whether you're running it or you're throwing.
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Bring in the heat. He wants to take the top off. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the run.
Davis will throw. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Using the quick game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, UCLA! Fit it in the window for the score.
That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Goes it in, it's Milner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. You think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead. They always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Cornhusker. All that will be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The the biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Got a man. It's Flores.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Ball near the sticks. It's Flores. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Davis looking to pass. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Milner. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Grab near the marker. It's Dupree. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's set this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this run. All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oscar.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The Black Shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line. Can't hang on. He muffs it.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun for the special teams coach.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw. It's Byrne. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw again. Not a little time, lets it go.
Love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of a record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Looking deep. He's got it down the right side. Hits the crease. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes play.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
This possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Byrne. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to scramble. All kinds of time before he fires right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Huskers will punt this one away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
first as a linebacker, always that's your first thought process, but then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it, and then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm.
Lights into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Byrne. Right on the money. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. Gets a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Yeah, I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Husker. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the run at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's caught. It's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Davis looking to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense. This guy had too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Bruins will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This time he's got it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity...
There we go. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that one did not work.
And a great job by the defense seeing the ball come out, rallying to the football, understanding that thing went wide. I'm going to go get it right now. Great job, D.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cornhusker. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
UCLA 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now improvising. That's it, 5. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Finds his tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Smith. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Bruins are marching down the field. Davis will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer with it. Single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back to its own great field position.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Fires left. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 28 to Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That would It's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running the option. It's Byrne. Find some fresh air. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Byrne. Takes the easy completion. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Wants to throw again. Forced out of the pocket. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, UCLA! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Floating away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Balls and fired complete. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll hop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
The play-action fake. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt.
Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Byrne. Makes the catch, it's Milner.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.